Hi, I'm Richard and I created Bowling League Tuneup. In part 1 of this demo, we showed how to perform preseason analyses to tune up a league. When we did that, these numbers represented book or estimated bowler averages. But to get the most out of Bowling League Tuneup's capabilities, you can use it during the league season to record each week's bowler scores and allow these numbers to reflect current bowler averages. Doing so will allow your league to produce bowler performance sheets and to perform mid-season and post-season league analyses. These analyses can allow you to monitor the league's fairness, make sense of league outcomes, detect potential instances of cheating in the form of sandbagging or dumping, and gain insights that can be valuable in setting up future seasons of the league. Here's the Fun Seekers League. One difference from the preseason analysis we just saw is that bowlers' averages are now shown in blue, not in black. That means these averages are not book or estimated averages, but were computed from actual bowler scores. You can see there are also two other measures of performance here, these numbers in parentheses and these funny symbols. We won't go into detail about these measures here, but they're vital to understanding league outcomes and to tuning up a league. No other software in the world gives you this information. We can click on a bowler to view or edit his or her bowling record for the season. This is Lawrence Jenkins, and we can see his season scores down here in the grid. We can see that Lawrence missed the first game of Week 11, and so an absence score was used. Scrolling up, we can see he also missed the entire first week of the season, so the league's vacancy score of 150 was used. These scores combined to give Lawrence a 173 average in this league. Now, all these scores may have been typed in directly on this screen, or they may have been entered via one of these two buttons on the main screen. Enter Scores lets you enter a full week of league scores on a single form. Import Scores allows you to bring in scores from electronically stored league recap sheets, eliminating most or all of the typing required to bring scores into the system. One interesting aspect of this postseason analysis is that while Team 11 ended up with the third lowest team average in the league, far behind the best teams, Bowling League Tuneup shows their season performance actually gave them the third best shot at taking first place. We can see this easier if we sort on the chances of finishing in first. If you're wondering why Bowling League Tuneup gave Team 11 such high odds of success, it's because it looks not only at team averages, but also at each team's performance in relation to its established skill level. That's what these numbers in parentheses show. This is a metric that literally no other system in the world computes. Team 11 not only did very well compared to its typical performance, but also as compared with the performances of all the other teams in the league. Well, it turned out that Team 11 actually did do quite well in this league, finishing near the top of the standings. This success is something no one could have predicted or explained if the only performance measurement you had was team averages. Bowling League Tuneup is the only tool available which gives you the full picture of each team's performance. Leagues are stored as Microsoft Excel workbooks. You can view the league's workbook by clicking the View League button. On this workbook sheet, we can see an alphabetical list of the league's bowlers along with their teams and all of the saved league analyses. Let's click on Lawrence Jenkins, and we can see his season at a glance. Here are all of his scores, along with lots of statistics about these games, and graphs to fully depict his performance this season. These sheets are formatted for printing, as we can see here, and can be distributed to the bowlers each week if the league wishes. We can also look at a saved analysis. Let's click on this analysis that sought to find out how a 95% handicap would have affected league results that season. With the league's actual 90% handicap, we saw that Team 11 had the third best chance of finishing in first place. But here we see that raising the handicap to 95% would have made Team 11 the favorites to finish in first place. We can see that both in the grid and also in the graph. Based on this information, league officials might decide this would be a fairer handicap formula to use next season. Excel workbooks can be collected to create a library to allow easy reference to past leagues, and they can also be distributed to people who don't have Bowling League Tuneup. Bowling League Tuneup should be used by all handicap leagues to assure they are set up optimally, and it should be used by all leagues, handicap and scratch, to show what kinds of performances teams will need to have a realistic shot at first place. Bowling League Tuneup is free. I don't want a few bucks to be an impediment to the widespread adoption of this tool, which I believe is vital to the health of league bowling. So I hope you will download Bowling League Tuneup and put it to work on your leagues today.